Casino Land, the thrill of the casino and the bloody gore of land. Sorry, the bloody gore of the Colosseum, two great tastes that taste great together. Like the cheese and fruit that Remy forces his brother to eat in Ratatouille. I don't know why I decided to make that reference. What was the point? Did I think that would be like a huge hit with the crowd? Why did I even say those words? Whatever, I'm reaching, man. I'm tired. Welcome to Jersey.
We are in hour 15 of the communications blackout with Jefferson Island, leaving the residents there effectively cut off from the outside world.
They're demanding that we not approach the city, and we've been told anyone who does will be met with force. But look, let me make this perfectly clear. We have no intention of giving in to any such demands.
We will take down Bane if it's the last thing we do.
My fellow citizens, first, I assure you that
wow,
all
that was
necessary measures
foreshadowing.
are being...
The boy is here. The absolute unit. Woof, woof, woof. Welcome to MadWorld. Surely you know exactly what's happening.
You see the communicator there. I want you to put it in your ear.
Wait, did he plant a communicator here like years ago, or was that one that he like hacked into?
To continue our little talks. I'll be using it to keep you abreast of critical developments as the game progresses, so don't take it out.
Don't say breast in front of me, I get distracted.
Tell you that our audience is going to see more gust of blood and severed heads than a troop of Girl Scouts.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Cut this part. Or don't. Yeah, I bet they have. Don't cut this. I changed my mind. Apparently thinks I want to do uppercuts constantly, even though I'm not moving the Wiimote, so...
And get ready to enjoy. So much fun it hurts.
Well... Okay, well if he just does that, then that helps. Crash! Oh man, and there's stickers on my Wiimote that are falling apart. This is going great. Okay, well maybe we can get through the entire game just doing this. Okay, no button seems to undo. It seems waggles have priority because it thinks the Wiimote is waggling. And the only other thing I can waggle is the nunchuck, which does the roll. But then none of my other attacks are working. See, that seems calm. Maybe it just doesn't think it's level. I'll try standing. I'm gonna hate that, but I'll see if that makes it better. Jack, the uppercut king. No, that's not doing it. Just slap the Wiimote real hard. So we're gonna see, it's perfectly calm, dude. We'll give it a couple more slaps just to really be safe. Okay. Actually, let's see what happens if we try to play the game without a nunchuck. Alright, good. Alright, it at least acknowledges that. Yes! Oh, I can't believe that actually worked. Alright, folks. Just slapped the Wiimote real hard. Alright. We learned a lot just now. We learned a lot about Wiimotes. We learned a lot about how the Wii motion system works. And I think we learned a lot about ourselves. But But most importantly, we can now play this game. Hey, look, it's teaching me the uppercut. I should be throwing it at someone, I would assume. Or not. He's just testing to make sure I'm strong enough. Don't limit yourself to tires. Don't worry, Agent 13. Go ahead and pick up another tire. Do not approach an enemy and do that. Okay. Nothing worse than a third wheel. Ho! Is it still attached to the plane? Did they just drive a plane up?
Y'all know who I am. That's right. The Bishop of Blood and Carnage, the Black Baron. Hey, what you doing? I'm talking to the people. I'm breaking it down. God, bitch. I'm gonna pimp smack your ass when I get... Oh.
So as you can see, after Sonic 06, Sega was willing to try a couple of different tones. Excuse me. Oh. That just kind of happened. Jack died. Okay. The boss battle challenge is now open. Gotta get to Little Eddie. Oh, whoops. I knew that. Oh, it's still up there, isn't it? I knew that. We're doing great. This feels like a really organized, well thought out, well done professional Let's Play happening. This is going great. Excuse me. Jack has died. Done. Solomon Grundy. Vroom. Born on a Monday. Those two words don't even rhyme. He's so proud of himself. Vroom! Waggle, 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 waggle. I'm waggling. Dora! Oh, that does a lot. Let's give him some uppercuts. I'm the master at that, apparently. Vroom! Waggle, 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 waggle. It's kind of weird that these states appear to be him grabbing me, but the counter is ridiculous for damage to him. Oh, whoops. I didn't even know I was doing that. We're finishing him with the thing. I love Twilight Princess. Dora! Oh man, no, this is God of War. My mistake. Alright. That was that. Let's talk about MadWorld a little bit. I'm gonna read some of the stuff from the instruction manual. It's not a lot, but it's more than this, more than it gives you. Your story. Your life is now at stake in a cutthroat game of survival. The victor wins not only the right to a continued existence, but a colossal cash reward as well. Those prepared to participate have taken up arms. You must find your neighbor and execute them. The most heinous sport, devised in human history, the Death Watch games have begun. His interests include drinking, women, cigarettes, and cigars, not necessarily in that order. Taste the edge. And he's also wild about raw onions, my man.
Oh, now don't worry, 13. I may be a rookie at your little sport, but I'm a fast learner.
Jack, considering I'm controlling you, I wouldn't count on being a fast learner, but let's go for it. I don't know how to feel about Black Baron. He's obviously problematic. I will say that I'm not trying to say I defend Black Baron. Can it be said that it's a positive that he just keeps getting killed if you view him as a representation of a stereotype? Or is it even more problematic that he keeps dying because he's black? Interesting to talk about. Anyways, here's more blood and death. Oh yeah, this'll be a really cool. More big bull crockers, mat traps. Kill saws, what is this? Battle bots? I'll take it. Next up, dagger. That's such a weird prompt. Next up, daggers. Excuse me. Ow! Hey! Your weapon is badly damaged. Take a durability potion, elixir thing. It's high noon on ice.
Well, howdy, rookie.
What was that? That voice just ruined. He was doing so well. I liked him, and then that voice just ruined it. Ow. Jack, that's not very stylish. Shut up! See that juke? Oh, I got his guns! I got his guns! Kablamos! Man, that's how you know you can't trust him, because he was hiding a skeleton inside him. Screech! Ow. I like how the sound effects don't apply to everything. Like, that truck just silently fell back onto the ground. And then the traffic cone was like a big crunch. Not a dead person. Who could have done this?
You'll just have to stay out of the spotlight then. That won't be a problem, will it?
I recently received intel that there are 10,000 cameras around the city.
Sample you sent. You think there's a civilian still alive?
You think this is living?
I think it is, by definition, being alive. Jack? Jack, are you there? We're in a new section of the city. Asian Town. This was made in Japan, right? I really hope this was made mostly in Japan, because... oh boy. Now, that being said, I'm pretty sure there's a track in this, there's a music track in this one that I really love, so we get that going for us. Asian Town is steeped in the cultures of the immigrants who founded it. Just the Asians. What the F is this game, guys? I thought I knew what I was getting into, but I really must have not been paying that close attention when I watched the playthrough I watched the first time. What the F?
Whoever designed this dump has obviously never been to
Alright,
Asia.
alright,
Like
it's
a bad
being...
mashup between an amusement park and an ethnic stereotype.
Okay!
Hey, whatever makes the audience happy.
The excitement of the new, the undiscovered.
Is this douchebag for real?
Quiet.
Did you just tell me to be quiet, Jack? You know I am your employer. Alright, Amala is the new best character for...
Stay back! I said stay back!
addressing everything I wanted them to address.
So, why do you get more for private docs?
Cause those insurance-sucking fat wallet bottom feeders take your money. Who the fuck are you?
I don't
Just
have
a firm
time to talk
believer in
about...
public health care.
I was gonna say don't have time to talk about politics, but Jack just went for it. Shut up. Everybody shut up. This is the best song in the entire track. Shut up, Wiimote. I'm trying to listen to the music. Taste the power of socialism. You ought to pay me now, because right now it's about to go down. So this song inexplicitly, that's a new one, Flint. Good job. Do you do this for a living? Not that the rest of it was actually bad, but what's happening here? That looks like people got hung on the bus and the bus left without picking them back up. Which, okay. Bye, guys. Oh shoot, for a second I thought I didn't turn up some of the important... Whoosh! 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 It's like I'm watching a 3D movie from 2004. What? Okay, alright. That prompt is always a little confusing. Who is that on the billboard? Oh, it's a statue. I thought it was the video screen. Why would you design a statue that does that? Hardcore violence, super violence. Oh, I didn't do any super extreme or ultra violence. Oh well. Again, not going for the scoreboards here. This ain't Dead Space Extraction with my 4-star levels across the board. Alright, start at 256, we're at 94, working our way up the ladder. Time for a bathroom break. Hopefully Agent 13 won't be listening in. What I don't get is why there was a toxin released if they wanted civilians to be part of the games. Because they just killed a lot of civilians, I would assume. Experience the city's premier bistro, La Lusty Gate. Why law? Why add law? It's not a French play. Why would you put law at the beginning of the name? Featuring the big bonsai, nature's favorite form of bond. Oh. Okay. I guess I'm gonna see bonsai plants in a different way now. If they're enemies, why do they look so happy? Oh, that one looks less happy now.
So you want me to kill that kid?
I merely want to know.
I merely want you to watch the movie Catch That Kid for inspiration.
Do I need a reason not to kill someone? I'm in this game to kill other contestants.
And no
not
other
go hunting
reason.
After some half-dead civvy.
Is that a pirate hat? What is this? It is a pirate hat. Did you know Jack Ninjas hate nothing more than pirates? What? Are they not aware of the upcoming hit film Ninja Pirate Cowboy? Not necessarily in that order, because I don't remember it. At least it wasn't like Ride to Hell, where it just cuts straight to like a sex scene in the middle of Death Watch while ninjas are still trying to murder us. A kiss on the cheek is more wholesome than I would expect from this game, so that's good. Yeah. The ninja attack with the stealthiest strategy of all, lag. Why is it Konnichiwa? It's actually a pretty good Japanese sentence, except there's an extra wa right at the end of Konnichiwa. Okay, I was gonna say, I was gonna be upset if we don't get to do one of these cool cutscenes. Yeah! Whoosh! Okay, did that count? That threw me off. Going opposite directions. That was a cool camera cut. I also really like this guy's design. It's a shame he's kind of a pushover. Rin Rin was way harder than this. Unless this is stage 1. I'd be alright with that. Look at that! Sploosh. No, I bet some of the geishas are... Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, that's kind of a disappointing... I wanted to see more of the rooftop. Why didn't the whole thing take place on the rooftop? That looks so cool. Oh well.
He's the one asshole. Get it? One asshole to rule them all.
I don't know if that's a phrase.
It's gonna be a pop quiz.
Look at this Street Fighter character. It's like a mixture of Blanca and Akuma. Akuma! Man, I'm on my game today, aren't I? That's it. That's his name now. It's Akuma. You can't throw sand at me, that's dishonorable. Jonah! Oh, shoot. Alright, I'm ready. Why do newscasters even take this job if they know it's a possible... If this guy is presumably well known for doing this to helicopters.
Let the games begin.
that guy's butt.
Those of you still wondering, this is a game.
Look at all those
of
butts.
survival. Game over.
But you said let the game begin. Who were you talking? Were you talking to a specific person there, Mr. Giovanni, man?
So who'd you kill, Doc? A patient?
Damn it! I didn't kill anybody.
Not even with my gun.
Symptoms.
Naomi Ann Boris, the mayor's daughter. She's on the island.
So, he's after the mayor's only child, huh?
Plot twist, we're playing Resident Evil 4. It me! Scarecrow. Deathblade. That's Deathblade, Jack. One touch of his scythe, and you will die super hard. Duly noted. Roll, roll, roll! He's right there! No! Wait, I didn't die. I guess that was just an exaggeration. Do I need to kill this man? I figured I'd just be able to avoid him. Vroom, vroom, vroom! Hee 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 hee. What? Just add man to the beginning of anything and Jack is more inclined to take part. That's not a joke, that's true. The family makes a killing at the business of killing. Alright, time to face the shaman. Man, I love Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Woo! I love Ric Flair. Is there not even a battlefield? Is the boss just happening at the same... What the F is that? How do you defeat an enemy like this? Can you imagine General Grievous forming his bike thing from the corpses of all of his fellow droids? Not that he's a droid, he is a living being. Oh, look at that golf club. Yeah, it almost distracted me. It's going to continue trying to distract me. Arrivederci. Call her up. Collar me, don't collar me. Why, Jack? This is so unnecessary. This isn't even that stylish, it's just weird.
I can't decide whether that's really cool or really perverse.
Speaking of either really cool or really perverse, or both, I'm gonna chomp on this onion.
I guess we'll know for sure when I get her.
That's a perfectly good onion you just tossed away, Jack.
Hello, pimps, players, and pain purveyors.
Why would they introduce the fact that there's a bounty on Jack in the zombie level where the enemies clearly don't care about the bounty?
How much should we put on him?
1 million.
You already put it on me, though. I saw the post already.
A bounty on a bounty hunter? Clever.
Someone should put that in the Boba Fett movie. Don't actually do that, because that messes with my pitch. Man, the dream will never die. Okay, why is he in, like, heaven? Excuse me. I need to do this. And this apparently is hurtful to him now, even though this was his recharge strategy before. Now she roams the sanctuary, feeding on the blood of all who pass within while claiming top rank in the castle arena. Gotta get those priorities straight, dude.
I had nothing to do with this. I hadn't even heard about it until now.
Not this MadWorld business that's happening literally right outside the building.
The idiot.
So, what are you gonna do when he gets here?
Laugh very hard, apparently.
Why, she's going to let him save her, of course. She's the damsel in distress.
Takes the light post and shoves it through his neck. Screech! Bats! Gotta kill the bats! 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 Batwoman! Ah. She's got some bouncy wings that clip through her arm. Nice. Excuse me. Excuse me, let me get a good look at those wings. Alright, let's just waggle way harder this time and not get distracted by the very large wings. Just break it, Jack. Jack, just break it. I have this now. Excuse me. Oh no, my bats! You cut off my wings! My most voluptuous feature! Oh good, I bet I'm gonna have to do a QT for this. No! I don't have to feel gross. I mean, I feel a little gross watching it, but at least it didn't make me do motions. Why does your mansion look like that zombie level with the wolves in it?
I get it.
This isn't even American money. What is this, an Australian coin?
You people are enjoying this.
They're like, yeah, are you not?
But I got work to do.
He's communicating with someone over a transmitter.
It took you that
Chaser
long?
Must be one of those fixers. Can't we get any sound?
No, it's one of those inner ear jobs. There's no sound to get. We did pick up some fishy
Are
signals.
you kidding? I had 3 inner ear jobs last night.
I thought we had the keys to all the Chaser encryption schemes.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do in the privacy of my... Oh, you mean one of those like technology things that you put in the...
Strange.
Oh.
That's
I see what you... Alright, yes, I understand now.
Should we remove Jack from the bidding?
We can't do that. He's our star player.
And yet I'm very angry that he's making money.
Look at this.
Just take a look
What
at
exactly
this.
am I looking at?
Let's drop a
We
building
found
on
this during our
him.
analysis of the...
Be sure to mention we don't know his current whereabouts. Yes,
Even though he's on camera. Smells like... me. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Now you must defeat... Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Nigga Jack.
I'm gonna fuck you up!
Is he Irish? What you got? Yeah, that's cool and the normal thing to do for humans. I can hit the vroom thing harder than you. What? That doesn't make any sense. Take that. Now my bike is exploded along with you. But now I have your bike, or mine survived because it was stronger. It's really unclear. But I win. Goodbye, Kojak.
So he got through.
We're getting a large number
I mean,
of
we
claims
said we
from
would
the
throw
audience
something
there.
at him he had never
I'm not
seen,
sure how
and
much
then we
longer
just
we can
gave
keep
him
Jack's
a
feed black.
evil version of himself,
Work
which he's
to do.
clearly probably
You
seen
mean
before
Chaser?
because it's him.
If so, who is he after? Number 3, number 6, number 7, number 15.
Really?
Some
Any
of our
numbers
biggest
1
supporters
through
are threatening to pull
16,
funding.
since that's...
We're getting more complaints from the mass audience
Rank.
as well, sir.
Don't tell me what to do, I'm already
Put in a
doing it.
request to the sponsors of our top 10 ranked contestants. See if they'll agree to pitting their men against Jack.
Right away.
This is basically Megalobox when you think about
Sponsors.
This says the contract with Jack was presenting issues.
Agent 13 says it was because of creative differences, but Jack says Book of Henry sucked. It is I, Fabio, and General Mortifier. I have no idea where I got those names from.
Glory of our house!
The glory of what? Excuse you? Whoosh. For the glory of magnets. Yeah, I have no idea why I came up with those names, but I'm sticking with it. Do that! Science. Science. Magnets. And that's why I took mechanics instead of electromagnetism for my AP Physics class. You just get into trouble when you try to mess with magnets.
I trust you'll be there to the end.
Check his DNA.
Though not as... What?
Okay, Ka-chank. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. It is I, Martin. I apparently qualify as a living contestant in this strange competition you humans have devised.
One destructible target found.
Alright, my bad. It's an alien. Rumble, rumble, rumble. So there is something to kill. Good to know. Whatever. Martin's dead. Jack killed him. Just shot Martin in the face.
That's not possible.
He killed
It's a 99.9%
the alien.
answer.
Oh, no, he's looking at the blood. The Race family.
The ministry had a hand in this.
He didn't even change his name, though.
He works for justice?
Fingerprints, face, and eyes, but his name's still Jack Kamen. I don't know why we didn't catch this
He
earlier.
has been all along.
I mean, he took his Nicolas Cage face off and put John Travolta's face on, but it's still... Sorry, sir. I figured we would have caught the fact that Jack Kamen... It's the same Jack Kamen as the first Jack Kamen we knew. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, sir. They might have said he changed his name, but I hope they didn't.
Jack may be a dangerous man, but I'd rather fight him myself than have Lord Gesser for an enemy.
No, you would. That's a lie. Have you seen Jack? The tower. 2 go in, only 1 comes out. Actually, only 1 goes in because 1 is already in the tower. The Death Watch champion. Want to know what waits inside? Better get killing then, because only real players get a chance to play in here. What I don't understand... There's already a ranking number 1. But there's clearly more people who are alive. So is it Hunger Games where whoever's the last person standing wins? Or is it just there's a ranking number 1 and if you kill them you win? And if that's the case, what if you start as number 1? What determines how you win if you can have the ranking number 1 and the game is not over yet? Do you have to kill literally everyone else? In which case, this technically wouldn't be the end of the Death Watch game. Spoilers, I do believe it is the end of the video game of MadWorld once I defeat this champion, but I don't think it would end the... Whatever, it's time to take on the champion at the tower. And I wonder who it could be. He's very mysterious. One of those silhouettes seemed to have a strange hat, but who do we know who has a hat?
Games are up pretty soon. And
is it a time
kid
limit?
Out there in first place who needs to be kicked off the throne. Only way to meet the Death Watchers is to win their game.
Maybe it's a time limit.
I haven't lost one of these yet.
Except for the ones I didn't play in.
Be careful.
But that doesn't count.
Amala, I have a chainsaw on my arm. I'll be fine.
Quote of the game. Quote of the game. For real. I love that. Put that on the quote board. Oh, he's ready. It's a nice 59 degrees. A little chillier than I prefer, but it does the job. Ah, yes. The champion.
If this is all entertainment, then why are you here, Jack?
I was supposed to save the mayor's daughter, but apparently that's not on the table anymore.
But Jack,
that was a really bad shadow box.
Already gone mad.
MadWorld.
But I digress.
Like Jack is in danger of throwing his shoulder out with a hook like that, not hitting anything. So what determines if you're a participant? I figured it was just if you're in the area, but apparently there's a huge crowd watching in person now in the region that Death Watch is happening. Maybe it's a fake crowd. Wah wah! It's a crowd full of Wario's and Waluigi's.
Never mind. No time for chit-chat now anyway.
Wah wah wah! Wah! Here he comes, the champion himself. Who could it be? It's me, Jack. It was me all along, Jack. You all bought it. You all bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. You all bought it. Even my girlfriend, even my longtime girlfriend bought it. Because, Jack, I had to teach you a lesson that you would never, ever forget. Stone Cold Jack came and made me fool you. Around that city mountains, my money mountain. Vroom, bang, 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 bang. Dora! Oh, he had a really cool time. Okay, that was the best rejection I've ever seen. A drop kick, but I stepped to the side and chainsaw him to the ground. Alright. Wah, 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 wah. Maybe this one will take, even though Black Baron has died 20 times. Surely this will be the one. It's okay, Henry. It's just a game. The violence is not meant to be taken seriously. It's satirical. Bam, 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 bam. Da 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 da. Ora! Sorry, I should time it better. Ora! Wah, wah! Jack! He's a psychomaniac! Congratulations, as the winner of Death Watch, you get this nice spread of fruit. It's a nice little, like, what do you call it? One of those things you get for just you know, some flowers, a little bit of fruit. Hey, wait a minute. Why didn't we try guns before? That would have been way more helpful.
Congratulations, Jack. Champion once again. At a considerable expense.
We spared none of it.
Sucks to be you. Maybe you weren't meant to be in the bookie business. You could try something else. Polo, maybe.
It's a thought. So is this. Kill him!
He makes the anime noise as he gets shot in the head. Wait a second. Vroom! Why did they all stop to look at their boss get killed when he's already... Well, I guess they have no reason to follow up in the order. Henry, chill for like 5 more minutes, please. We're so close. Probably has to go to the bathroom, but he can hold it. He's a strong boy. Why does that guy get the particularly cruel one?
Jack!
He's a psychomaniac!
I want my lawyer.
Yeah, clearly Jack is gonna follow the Miranda rights.
You're here to arrest me, right?
Yes, that's why I chainsawed you in the liver.
But the game. Jack, the game. It was the best, Jack.
You shot 2 people.
So that's why you were there. Just had to be in the thick of it, didn't you?
You shot 2 people, Leo.
Feel it on your skin.
You shot 2 jobbers.
Now.
And you almost died the first time. You shot 1 and then you were cornered by 3 of them. What was your plan?
I don't help people.
But I don't have to save them either. Wait, that doesn't make sense. I just kill them.
I kill them.
Okay, that was kind of cheesy. I don't help people. I just walk through the mad world. I really hope the voice actors get credited. I only recognize Steve Blum and then the announcers as John DiMaggio and Greg Proops. But like the boss man of the Death Watch, the guy who got shot in the head at the end, Noah, his voice was awesome. I don't recognize it. I don't know who it was, but he had a really cool voice. Amala had good voice acting. Leo sounded like a punk, so I guess it's probably Yuri Lowenthal. Oh, that was unnecessarily mean. Yuri Lowenthal's a really good voice actor, but he does kind of have the youthful punk voice. Most of these songs are great. A lot of these artists are great. Sick YG, C. Wilkes, Duja Reyes, and where is she? She's got to come here eventually. There she is, Bandy Legs. Those four in particular are very good. They all show up in Anarchy Reigns, which has an even better soundtrack in my opinion. I know. Alright, now Henry's really starting to get upset with me, so I hope these credits go by fast. But hey, here's the, okay. What do we got? Roger Craig Smith is well known. Those went by really fast. Robert Atkin Downs was in there. Oh man, I gotta pause it. I didn't get to see anybody. And obviously the soundtrack is amazing. I will reiterate, I think my three favorites have to be Ain't That Funny, Look Pimpin', and So Cold. The last two were in the final boss, and Ain't That Funny I gave plenty of attention to because holy crap, that song is incredible. So yeah. What a crazy earth we live in. Alright, have a safe trip home, everybody.